بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها النبي إذا طلقتم النساء فطلقوهن لعدتهن وأحصوا العدة واتقوا الله ربكم لا تخرجوهن من بيوتهن ولا يخرجن إلا أن يأتين بفاحشة مبينة وتلك حدود الله ومن يتعد حدود الله فقد ظلم نفسه لا تدري لعل الله يحدث بعد ذلك أمرا فإذا بلغن أجلهن فأمسكوهن بمعروف أو فارقوهن بمعروف وأشهدوا ذوي عدل منكم وأقيموا الشهادة لله ذلكم يوعظ به من كان يؤمن بالله واليوم الآخر ومن يتق الله يجعل له مخرجا ويرزقه من حيث لا يحتسب ومن يتوكل على الله فهو حسبه إن الله بالغ أمره قد جعل الله لكل شيء قدرا واللائي يئسن من المحيض من نسائكم إن ارتبتم فعدتهن 3 أشهر واللائي لم يحضن وأولاة الأحمال أجلهن أن يضعن حملهن ومن يتق الله يجعل له من أمره يسرا ذلك أمر الله أنزله إليكم ومن يتق الله يكفر عنه سيئاته ويعظم له أجرا أسكنوهن من حيث سكنتم من وجدكم ولا تضاروهن لتضيقوا عليهم وإن كن أولات حمل فأنفقوا عليهن حتى يضعن حملهن فإن أرضعن لكم فآتوهن أجورهن وأتمروا بينكم بمعروف وإن تعاسرتم فسترضع له أخرى لينفق ذو سعة من سعته ومن قدر عليه رزقه فلينفق مما آتاه الله لا يكلف الله نفسا إلا ما آتاها سيجعل الله بعد عسر يسرا وكأين من قرية عتت غفلت عن أمر ربها ورسله فحاسبناها حسابا شديدا فحاسبناها حسابا شديدا وعذبناها عذابا نكرا فذاقت وبال أمرها وكان عاقبة أمرها خسرا أعد الله لهم عذابا شديدا أعد الله لهم عذابا شديدا فاتقوا الله يا أولي الألباب الذين آمنوا قد أنزل الله إليكم ذكرا رسولا يتلو عليكم آيات الله مبينات رسولا يتلو عليكم آيات الله مبينات ليخرج الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات من الظلمات إلى النور ومن يؤمن بالله ويعمل صالحا يدخله جنات تجري من تحتها الأنهار خالدين فيها أبدا قد أحسن الله له رزقا الله الذي خلق 7 سماوات ومن الأرض مثلهن يتنزل الأمر بينهن لتعلموا أن الله على كل شيء قدير وأن الله قد أحاط بكل شيء علما.
As the gender war rages on, in order to keep the peace, we must discuss the exact facts. Welcome to Exactly. I'm your host, Saad Imam. Remove your shoes and enter upon your right foot, upon the right state of mind, bi-idhnillah. Topic: men, problem solvers. Women, problem seekers. Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, Sister Teria McDaniels. I'm not going to get it right. I need practice. Teria. I think it's Teria, right? Teria McDaniels. Okay. McDaniel. I said McDaniel. McDaniel. Okay. Anyway, thank you for joining. So men problem solvers, women problem seekers. Now, from the onset, this may sound negative, but it's not really and truly negative. Now, to be a problem solver seems outright positive, and to be a problem seeker seems, rightly so, outright negative. But as I explain it, or when I explain it, inshallah ta'ala, we can come upon the same accord and reach common ground and common understanding regarding it. Okay, so let me download this thing real quick, and it's downloaded, so we good now. Okay, as I was saying, men problem solvers, women problem seekers. I'd like to start first discussing the man. Okay, when men tell their problems or confide in someone about a particular issue, uh, a man is expecting some type of feedback. They're in a conundrum, some type of conundrum, and they need maybe they think they even know the way out or they know the solution. They like to bounce it off people. Men in general, they like to bounce it off people to see if this problem can be solved more efficiently. Okay? When a man listens to a problem, in his mind, he's thinking of how to solve that issue upon its conclusion. He's listening to a problem. He's thinking about how can I help? How can I solve this issue? Okay? When a man tells a problem, he's trying to bounce it around, throw it around, trying to see if he gets some good feedback concerning it. Maybe he can be more efficient at solving it. When he listens to a problem, he is conjuring up some type of thought where he could ease the situation, where he can solve the problem. Okay? That's a man in general. Women. When women tell of a problem, they're explaining, they're confiding in someone, telling the problem, it could be just gossip. It can be just venting. It can be totally rhetorical where they're not expecting any type of response from that person besides, for real, girl, for real, man, ooh, child. Couldn't have been me, couldn't have been me. That's all they're expecting. They're not expecting, when they tell of a problem, to have it solved. Now, you say, well, not every time and not all, okay? But most of the time, when they tell of a problem, it's just to get it out, to vent. Believe me, I've had almost 20 years in the masjid, people telling me their problems, and even after that, of course, they still confided in me, told me their problems, and not always wanted a solution. The men typically want a solution. The women typically just wanted to vent. Even if they're calling complaining about their husband. Allah is my witness. Even if they call complaining about their husband, you think that they want solution. So you set up a meeting and she says, no need for a meeting. I don't want to embarrass him like that. Or they'll say like just typical things they'll say that let you know that they were just calling you to vent. And I have to let them know, sister, this is not 1-800-VENT. Vent the issue. This is not, you can't just you're taking up time from myself and my family to listen to your problems to try to solve something, but it's going to be reoccurring because you just called to vent. I've had so much of that, okay? So nevertheless, when the woman listens to a problem, when she listens to a problem, she is absorbing the drama within. She is drawing parallels in her own life. Girl, happened to me before. Happened to me once. I was in that same situation. Remember Kevin? That type of thing. When she is telling of a problem, not necessarily seeking a solution, and when she listens to a problem, they do give their opinion. But before you even finish, their opinion is already set. Girl, leave him. Leave him. He ain't no good anyway. Leave him. Leave him. He ain't no good. He ain't no good. Leave him. It's already set. So again, this is the difference between men and women, telling and listening to problems. If we move on and we say when a man, like what they say, when a man earns, I know this for a fact, when a man earns, he earns with the thought of providing. Even if he's earning, thinking about, man, how many wives can I get with this? He's thinking about how many wives can he afford. And some of you may say, well, I know a man couldn't afford it and he still got another wife. That's beside the point. We're not going off of anecdotal experiences. We're talking about what men in general would do. When a man earns, he's thinking about providing. Okay? When a woman earns, her thoughts are about a fail-safe. Her thoughts are about having a fail-safe, even with education. When she earns or seeks education, she's thinking about a fail-safe. In case this thing fails, I got something to fall back on. She's thinking about her independence. See, I won't really be dependent on him, you know. I'll have my own and really got to depend on him. Just in case it's something I need, he don't want to get for me. If I want the bag, if I want the shoes, if I want this, he don't want to get it. I get it myself. I'm independent, you know, until someone tries to break in. But nevertheless, and then the third thing that crosses their mind when they earn is a way out. So they become disenchanted with the husband. Man, this dude was a plumber. He was a journeyman plumber. I told him to become a master plumber. He don't want to take his test. He don't want to go back and further his education. He don't even clock in his hours under a master plumber correctly. I had to remind him and this and that. And man, he ain't got no aspiration. Those are your aspirations for him. Those are your aspirations for him, not his aspirations. If a man wants to be an apprentice electrician, you can't make him be a master. And if you marry him as an apprentice, don't marry him with the potential that he'll become a master. Ask him, do you have aspirations of becoming a master? He says yes. Say, I'm going to inspire you about that. I want to inspire you, and I'll remind you about it ever so often. Or, babe, what steps you have to take in order to become a master from an apprentice? Oh, at first I got to do this and that, become a journeyman. Then I got to do this and that, and then I become a master. You know, okay, babe, I want to walk with you with this. I want to remind you so you don't procrastinate. And I, you know, if that's what you want to do, I want to be there to support you. Yeah, okay, that sounds good. That sounds good. But reminders and you know, encouragement can turn into nagging real fast. But always make sure that's his aspiration. Don't marry a person based on potential. He might start making salat, you know. He might start, obeying Allah and His Messenger. She might start. No. You don't marry people based on potential. Everybody potentially can have deen. Look at Khalid bin Walid. He gave the Muslims headaches on the battlefield. Then he gave the Kuffar headaches as a Muslim. Okay? Look at Abu Sufyan. He gave the Muslims headaches on the battlefield. Okay? And then he became Muslim and gave the Kuffar headaches. So a person can, yes, go from shirk to Islam. They can go from kufr to iman. Allah can turn hearts. But you don't marry somebody on the potential that their heart might be turned. Man, this is a good Christian. Brother, I know it's haram to marry a kuffar, but this is a good Christian man. He go to church. He disobey Allah more than any other Christian. I mean, he disobey Allah better than some Muslims. You know, he worship more idols per capita than regular Christians. You know, all those beautiful accolades you can give this individual. Okay? At the end of the day, he's haram to marry. You don't marry him on the potential he'll become Muslim. And it's the same with when a Muslim man marries a non-Muslim woman. Some of these sheikhs talking about she got 3 months, she got an iddah to become Muslim, she got this and that. La akraha fi din. La akraha fi din. There's no compulsion in the deen. You can't force anybody to be Muslim. I don't care if you marry them. See, what they confuse is the khawasihi, the exclusivity of Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, when he married the 3 Jewish women, they had to become Muslim. The marriage was contingent upon them becoming Muslim. You cannot, as a Muslim individual, practice khawasihi, because that's exclusively for him, khawasihi, exclusively for him, Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. You can't marry more than 4. Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam can marry more than 4. The tarawih is not, the tahajjud, the standing prayer at night, qiyamul layl, is fard upon the Prophet, not fard upon you. There's so many things that were upon Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He couldn't leave an inheritance. We leave inheritance. There's so many distinctions and exclusivities with the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, but we tend to assume those ourselves, and we say things like, if you marry a Jew, she gotta become a Muslim. No, that's for the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because the Mu'mineen, the mothers of the believers, could not be kuffar. Okay? We'll talk about that in detail some other time. I don't think people are ready for it, because sometimes there's some uncomfortable haqq. There's some inconvenient haqq that gets thrown around. We don't like it. We don't like inconvenient haqq. Like Allah says, you can marry women of the book if they are muhsanat. if they are what they translate as chaste, which means that they don't have a bad reputation in society. Okay, but Allah says also the believing women that are muhsanat. So Allah gives the same requirement for the kafir woman as He does for the believing woman. We totally ignore the requirements for believing women and we just lean on the kuffar. They got to be muhsanat. Allah says muhsanat among the believers too. Well, see, muhsanat means they got to be a virgin. Well, if a Jew and Christian got to be a virgin, a Muslim sister has to be a virgin. But nobody ever uses that. So again, there's a lot of uncomfortable haqq. There's a lot of uncomfortable haqq that inshallah one day we'll talk about it in detail. I'm just throwing out some loose stuff right now. Okay? Nevertheless, a man earns with thoughts of providing. A woman earns with thoughts of having a fail-safe, her independence, and a way out in case she becomes disenchanted. I don't love him like I used to. I fell out of love with him. I mean, we had a good run. Next thing you know, she being ran through. You know why? Because that next dude was in her inbox promising her the sun, the rain, the wind, the stars, and the mountains. I don't know if I got that right, but I'm just saying he promising her all that. And she says, oh, you're so sweet. My husband never gave me mountains. Okay, anyway. So, someone, well, I'm going to go back. I'm going to say, you heard of the tea. Time for the tea. Tea is a homosexual term. It's also a term women use, the tea. Okay? And the tea is basically gossip. Who dominates the tea? Who dominates the tea, men or women? The tea is a way of calling gossip, trying to make gossip sound acceptable. So they call it the tea. Okay? I'm finna drop the tea. Okay? So, nevertheless, even men will use the tea in order to distract women. It's like a Jedi mind trick. I know you like such and such. Man, first of all, let me tell you something about her. I mean, since we're on the subject of her, it's ridiculous what you just said, but let me tell you something about her. I heard, and she was like, what? For real? For real? You heard that? Where you hear that from? Is that true? Did you double check? You know, all that. That will distract them because they love the tea. Black tea, green tea, they love tea. They love the tea. Okay? So that's a way of distracting them. So the tea is what? When I say men are problem solvers, women are problem seekers. The tea is attractive because it's never positive. Girl, I got the tea. Such and such got a raise. Girl, I got the tea. Such and such about to graduate. You know what I'm saying? Girl, I got the tea. Such and such makes 6 figures. You know? But even if it's something that sounds positive, it's going to have negative connotations because that's going to be proof to prove that he's cheap. You know what I'm saying? If the tea is he makes 6 figures. So again, that's what I'm saying. Men are problem solvers. Women are problem seekers. They just have a natural gravitation toward it. Didn't the wives of Rasulullah disclose a secret that he told? Did not the wives of the Rasul Muhammad, 2 of them, conspired against him to say his breath stank from eating honey because he stayed at one wife's house too long? So all of this, it just shows you they have a dramatic nature. Okay? A woman will be good. Okay? She'll be good until you call her a certain term or you tell her she's on, a certain time of the month or whatever. And some women snap. They already their hormones are, all over the place and their emotions all over the place, and they will snap upon something like that. I'm saying, they will snap upon something like that. But nevertheless, somebody said, I'm not going to give the name, Fulan said, all women desire a bit of drama. That you have to give them some type of drama in their life. Men desire, for instance, women desire men that other women desire. If women didn't desire your man, what's the point? Women will say, I got with a dude one time because I didn't want a dude that other women wanted. So why you not with him today? Oh, well, yeah, it's a long story. It's always a long story. You got with a dude because you didn't want somebody that other women desired. So you got with a dude that you didn't desire. That's why it didn't last. It didn't last because you didn't desire him. So women do want a dude that's desired by other women. Okay? I remember back in my high school days, I dated up. I think I was a sophomore. I dated a senior from another school. And they had a house party behind this 2-story mansion. Okay? And she, are you coming? Are you coming? She called me, are you coming? Are you coming? I said, yeah, I'm coming, I'm coming. And I showed up wearing my older brother's shirt. You know what I'm saying? I showed up and she was like, this is my boyfriend. This is my boyfriend. This is my boy. And she's showing me off to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Showing me off to everybody. You know? And she looking them dead in their eye because she wanted to show me off because why? If I wasn't desirable, she wouldn't be showing me off. She'd be hiding me somewhere. You know? I was desirable at that time. Maybe not now. But nevertheless, it's just women desire men that other women desire. They don't want to share their man in particular. You know, in general, Muslim, non-Muslim, they don't want to share their man in particular. They will share if they are a believing woman that has submitted. They will share, even if they have a hardness in their heart about it. Many ulama say there's a problem with that. I agree there's a problem. But if they put their shahwa, their desires aside, and just their hawa, I should say, their hawa aside, then that's even a greater reward for them because Allah knows that they have a disdain for it, but they submit to it anyway. So now the reward increases for them. Okay? So again, women desire men that other women desire, but they don't necessarily want to share. Okay? They don't necessarily want to share. So that's the bit of drama that some men or counselors, walaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, brother Jawad, some counselors have stated that women desire that bit of drama. Now people that therapists and psychologists or psychiatrists, whatever you want to call them, sociologists, they sit down and talk to people and they admit it. Yeah, that a bit of drama actually does keep that relationship together. I remember me and my the wife of my 2 teen boys, her family was against us being together. My first wife was against us being together, so we had a bit of opposition there. And that brought us together. I mean, we were inseparable. I gave my other wife her rights, but me and her, we were together. It was like a orchestra, of instruments. You know what I'm saying? We jive. You know, my vibing, we vibe like high. She'll tell you we vibe really high, on a high frequency because we had all that opposition. But when all that opposition goes away, you still have to maintain. We lasted 17 years. I mean, that's really good. 17 years is good. You know what I'm saying? But nevertheless, like I say, that bit of drama kept us together. You know, that bit of drama kept us together. So Jawad says male altruism is female hypergamy. True. I agree with that. So anyway, someone said, Fulan said, all women desire a bit of drama because that is like an adhesive. It keeps the relationship cohesive, knowing that other women want him, so you tend to hold on. I went over Fantasia's Truth Is. That song, Truth Is, talked about how she met a friend she ain't seen in a while, heard that he was getting married, he had somebody else. Truth is, I never got over you. I wish I was standing in her shoes. So she dumped the dude. Found out that he doing better with somebody else. Now she wants him back. She regrets leaving him alone. Why? Because somebody else wanted him. But usually when they leave you, they think you can't find nobody else. I got an ex-wife to think I can't find nobody else. Child, please. Bi'idhnillah. Child, please. You know, I may be old, ugly, and broke and crippled, but I got a bit of charm. I got the gift of gab. You know what I'm saying? You might not can tell here, but, you know, Allah bless me with a little bit of snap. But nevertheless, with that being said, saying that women would require a bit of drama, that keeps them interested. You know how many women divorce their husband because they're bored? They divorce their husband because they're bored. 25% claim abuse. I mean, look at the court records. I'm not speaking up top. 25% claim abuse. I think that's nationwide, United States. 25% claim abuse. But you know, there's a high percentage of them that actually initiate the abuse. Ask the police. Ask the police. A lot of them actually initiate the abuse. A lot of women will, admit, hey, yeah, I initiated it. You know what I'm saying? I initiated a lot of that. So, nevertheless, and the man being, the stronger individual, you're going to come out with the short end of the stick. If Mayweather, pound for pound, best fighter ever, 50-0, ever fight Mike Tyson, get the short end of the stick, buddy, in your prime. Mike Tyson now, and Mayweather in his prime, Mike Tyson would beat his head in. It's a different weight class. Why buck the male? Why buck the male? But nevertheless, Jawad says, polygyny solves this problem. Women have their drama with other women. Yes. You mentioned it before I did. Polygyny solves this problem. That gives them that dose of drama to keep them interested. That gives them the dose of drama. I had one wife, she liked to talk to her friends about me. Love me to death, but love to talk back. Well, I listen to her friends backbite me, but she say, I never agreed with them. Like, why are you keeping company with people that backbite your husband? Because I was the imam. It's a different measure because, you know what I'm saying? It's a different measure because I was the imam and they had all kind of complaints, but I was the only one that came through for them in the clutch, But nevertheless, I never believed what they said, but you listen to them backbite me. And that's just as good as backbiting. Read the hadith, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't know why. Let me bring this back. I took away the overlay. I took away the overlay, which was the camera overlay, countdown, text overlay. No. I'm not doing that. Come on, man. See, I don't even know what I'm doing. I got this program. Take countdown overlay. What am I doing? Camera overlay, text overlay. See, I'd have messed up. See, I'd have messed up big time. Let me fix this real quick. Okay. Go over here. Bam. There we go. I don't know why I be forgetting. I don't use this program once a week, so I don't use it frequently enough to figure it out. Sister McDaniel says, where are the boring ones? So you would take a boring husband, you would become disenchanted after a while. You'll become disenchanted after a while. I'm not going to take that serious. Jawad says, they stay with the abuser because it's not boring. Yeah, at the end of the day, yeah. A child, ask a sociologist or whatever you want to call them, ask them that a child would rather be abused than be ignored. Children will act out because their parent gets angry and spanks them, puts them on punishment, yells at them. They rather that than be ignored. It's been proven. But nevertheless, you say, well, you can't compare a woman to a child. Many scholars do. Even female scholars, they compare women to children. They say she's like an older daughter to you. Treat her kind. Really. I mean, it may not seem optimal, it may seem offensive to some, but this is the reality. That's why we get called daddy. Okay? So anyway, let me one second. I'm finna do something that's unprecedented. I'm finna go to the phone. Watch this. Hope my son answers. Walaikum salam. Say, man, check that pot on the stove.
Okay.
Yeah, or cut it out. Cut it off if the water drain. Cut it out. All right. Salam alaikum. Walaikum salam. Yeah. So anyway, it's my son. So anyway, my 25-year-old, 24, 25. I don't keep up with the birthdays, but yeah, 24, 25, something like that. Yeah, I'm balling some black beans. My first time, so about to burn the house down. Anyway, so with that being said, back to the subject. I apologize for that. Hey, look, man, I'm a father, and I got to cook. So, all women desire a bit of drama. Okay. Now I'm saying all, and usually you don't speak in definites like that. All women desire a bit of drama. I ain't saying the drama has to be another woman. Okay. The drama, I'm gonna go into that last. They are bored without the drama. First of all, okay. Uh, they're bored without the drama, and the talk show sob stories show that they love drama. What am I talking about? I'm not talking about the Real Housewives. We'll talk about that last. The talk shows show that they love drama. Jerry, I've been through this, and Jerry, I've been through that, and Maury, I've been through this, and Maury, I'm tired of this, Maury. I've been through this and all this stuff, Maury. Well, why didn't you leave him? 'Cause I love him. That dude got years and years of she called it trauma, I call it drama. Okay? She called it trauma, I call it drama. And she stayed and stuck around, just like Brother Jawad is saying. They stick around. And if it's boring, they'll divorce him. Only 25% of claim abuse. And that's abuse from men or women, but the abuse that women initiate, the violence that women initiate, they don't never consider that. So we'll go past it. We'll go past that. And we'll get to the last part of this that I want to mention is the drama show demographics. They don't make the housewives shows for men. They don't make drama shows for men. Some men watch it. Some men watch it, but they make the drama shows for women. The reunion shows, pulling out the weave, fighting on the show. I was watching some news or something. They said that woman that Blueface, that rapper they call Blueface, they said a woman that he was messing with, her name is Chichichia, whatever her name is. Anyway, it's something like Chichichia or something. She got the missing tooth. They say that she was on some type of show and she was fighting all the girls on the show. I don't know what show that is, but they say she was fighting all the girls. Okay. You look at 50 Shades of Grey, #1 selling book, #1 selling movie, viewed by who? Women. I've never seen it. Allah is my witness. I've never seen that movie. Okay. I may have saw a part of it because I'm watching a YouTube such and a commercial comes on or a trailer comes on before a movie I saw or something like that. But I've never seen the movie. But I heard that women really love it. And the movie had some S&M, sadomasochist type stuff, I guess, from what I hear. You know what I'm saying? So, again, they love drama. They actually Hollywood write multi-million dollar drama shows for women and not for men. If men are watching it, and they got a little sweet, little sugar in their tank, okay, and it's okay to have sugar in your tank, long as you're a man, you can have sugar and be a man. Michael Jackson has sugar. I don't think that dude had a gay bone in his body. I think he just was sweet. Prince was sweet. You can never accuse Prince of being gay. I mean, leather and lace. You can never accuse Prince. With makeup, mascara, you could never accuse Prince of being gay. You could say he was gay-ish, but you couldn't accuse him of being gay. Okay? But nevertheless, they write these shows for women. Okay? So, Miss Sister McDaniel says, that's now. Shakespeare started a lot of drama. Man, Shakespeare was yeah, that's theater and theatrics. Remember, during this time, Europe was importing eunuchs. Basically, you cut off a young boy's testicles and send him to Europe. No matter, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. Historically, Europe was producing eunuchs, sending them to parts of the Muslim world, because eunuchs were allowed. They're not mukhanithin, but mukhanithin are men that have no desire for women. Don't make them gay means they don't have a desire for women. Okay, and that's very rare. One out of every 10,000, one out of every 100. I think one out of every 10,000, something like that, was kind of soft. So anyway, what happened was Europe started clipping boys' testicles. They were gilded. When you cut off a horse's testicles, it's called gilding. He's called it gilding. They were castrating young boys, sending them to the Islamic State. Now, Europe used them too. That's why I got it wrong. Europe used the eunuchs too in their operas with Shakespeare and stuff like that, because boys had a stronger voice than women, but because you cut their testicles, their voice goes higher. So it's stronger and higher than women. So they preferred to put the boy in makeup and wigs and let the boys sing than the women. It's crazy out here. It's getting hard out here. Okay? So this is what happened in history. Yes, Shakespeare was a lot of drama. Who was going there? Europeans. That was a European phenomenon. These were the same people sleeping with boys, sleeping with their own sisters, sleeping with their own mothers. You know what I'm saying? These were the same people that were engaging in, the people, the LGHTV 4K HDMI, behaviors. These same people. Okay? So Shakespeare, ain't like Shakespeare went through the Islamic State in Africa, no, Shakespeare was sweet over there with them tights on. Anyway, subhanAllah. So, Jawad says, Bill Burr joked about the WNBA, how the majority of women watch reality TV versus sports. Of course. They don't support the WNBA and they're complaining. Well, women deserve equal. Look, you would owe them money at the end of the year. WNBA loses like $10 million a year. They lose money every year. So that means you would play basketball for your season and then you would owe money if everything was fair. The men make money, okay? The women don't support women, but they expect us to. Well, the men actually support the women. They've been holding that sucker for over 10 years now. The WNBA, So, but the women don't support it. So work on yourself. Work on your group. Women don't support that stuff. It's not entertaining. I can go watch some 6-year-olds miss a bunch of shots. I can go watch some 5-year-olds not dunk. Anyway. But nevertheless, that's all that I have on this subject. Men are generally problem solvers. Women are problem seekers. It's not a negative. It's a negative connotation, but it's not necessarily negative. It's just their nature. You got to keep women excited. Keep them intrigued. Keep them involved. Keep them unbored. Okay? Keep them unbored. That's why being charming and bringing them inexpensive gifts. Don't buy expensive gifts. Don't do that Kobe Bryant, simping type stuff. Don't do all that, man. Simple stuff. A rose. Okay? There's a teddy bear made out of little imitation roses. I was in a Circle K or whatever that store was, 7-Eleven, whatever. And I saw this little bear and it was in his own little case. I said, how much is that? Lady said like $25. Little bitty bear, okay? I bought it and brought it home to my wife. I said, I thought you might like this. I had to spend $25,000 on a ring. I bought her that little bear. I was good for like a week, okay? So anyway, that's the point that I'm making, that don't have them bored. Leave groomed nicely. Leave dressed nicely. Leave smelling nice. Okay? We ain't women. We can wear oils that people can smell outside of, away from us. So leave like that. Don't have holes in your underwear. Don't have holes in your socks, man. You got a hole in your sock, fix the hole or get you some new socks. Get you some new underwear. Keep her intrigued. Keep her intrigued. Work out. Don't become a fat slob. If she met you with your stomach inside of your belt, don't let your stomach fall outside your belt, man. Don't do that. Keep her intrigued. And she should for you as well. But if my wife gained 100 pounds, I'm not leaving her. Even if I say, look, you need to diet and exercise, babe. I'm concerned about your health. I'll work out with you. I'll diet with you. I'm just concerned about your health. She said, I don't want to exercise. I don't feel like exercise. I'm not gonna leave her. That's not a reason to leave her. Now, I might, find somebody, somebody else that's more attractive to me, but that's my right to do so. But I'm not gonna leave her. I'm gonna continue to be her provider and protector. I'm gonna continue to do that. So polygyny, like brother Jawad said, polygyny saves marriages. You know what I'm saying? What exactly did the brother? The brother said, he said polygyny solves this problem. Women have their drama, with other women, and it's not just the drama aspect; it's the not leaving her aspect that will polygyny helps as well. Okay, so let me move on. I've talked about this topic enough. I almost burned my house to the ground cooking black beans. If them beans weren't black, they black now. I'm just joking. So anyway, let's go on to the delusional dating profile of the week. Is this it? Okay. I think this is it. Okay. I think this is it. I don't think we did Jamie before. So let's do Jamie. Jamie is 46. Okay. She says, please read all. Prefer. See? We all make mistakes like that. I'm not gonna lean on her too much about that. Sometimes punctuation, man, punctuation could, make a whole bit of a difference when you're trying to convey a message. They don't care about punctuation a lot of times. I think she punctuated somewhat here. We'll go through it. I'm going to read it as I think that she meant it, okay? Please read all, prefer black men only. Quit, don't, oh, y'all, see, I tried. Can I get a star for effort? I tried. Quit, don't. Is that ever correct? Quit, don't, interrupt. Okay. Quit, don't interrupt my peaceful. Yeah, see, we're going to have a problem. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Okay, anyway. Please read all, prefer black men only. Don't quit, interrupt my peaceful day. Play with y'all kids, not me. Okay. I think I got that. Play with y'all kids, not me, thanks. Hello, I'm looking for, which actually should have been the first thing she said, and she shouldn't have said the other stuff. Well, you can say you prefer black men. Hey, that's your preference. Hope you don't prefer all black men. Anyway, so that's not exciting. Hello, I'm looking for a communicator, kind. I'm looking for a communicator, capital. Kind, affectionate, a gangster but a sweetheart. Remind me of some Muslim sisters. I want a man in the streets and in the masjid. They say stuff like that. I ain't lying. Muslims actually say stuff like that. I want a man in the streets and the masjid. I want a man that's a believer with a little thug. So you want a Muslim that steals. I don't understand it. You want somebody to hang out all night. You don't never know what time they're going to come home. And when they do come home, they smell like somebody else. Nevertheless. I think Isha just came in. So anyway, with that being said, I'll continue. Hello, I'm looking for a communicator, kind, affectionate, a gangster, but a sweetheart. I'm single by choice. Yeah, that gets me every time. Yeah. I'm single by choice. Sure you are on a dating website. You own a dating website and you single by choice. Subhanallah. La ilaha illallah. Okay. But would a sincere person around me? Okay. I understood that. I don't understand who didn't. Who didn't understand that? But would a sincere person around me? Yeah, perfect. Move along, people. Nothing to be seen here. I love complaints, I do. But please know how to use your brain. Big turn on. I love complaints. Can somebody help me? Please, could anybody help me? I'll stand on the street corner with a sign trying to get help about this. I love complaints, I do. Please, but please know how to use your brain. Big turn on. I love complaints. I love complaints. What is she? Can somebody help me? What is she saying? I love complaints. SubhanAllah. I don't know. Anyway, is she delusional or not? Delusional or nah? Delusional or nah? I think she's almost a circle. Sister McDaniel, you know what I'm talking about. I think she's almost a circle. I'll read it one more time. Please read all. Prefer black men only. Quit. Don't interrupt my peaceful day. Play with your kids, not me. Thanks. Hello, I'm looking for a communicator, kind, affectionate, a gangster, but a sweetheart. I'm single by choice, but would a sincere person around me. I love complaints, I do, but please know how to use your brain. Big turn on. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. I feel like I should be getting paid for that. I'm going to monetize this one. I feel like I should be getting paid for this. Maybe I can take your criticism, but be smart about how you come at me. Oh, complaints about her. She loves complaints. Instead of saying she allows complaints, she says she loves complaints. See, that's why I didn't understand. You translated the womanese. See, Jawad, that's called womanese. She translated the womanese. It's over there. It's close to Vietnam. Womanese. Okay. Maybe I can take your criticism, but be smart about how you come at me. Okay. Yeah, she's in defense mode. They're worse than this. They got the whole profile is negative. First of all, don't be coming in my inbox, and I wish a nigga would. I'll get my father to kill him, and my brothers will stomp him out, and Anyway, if you like me, contact me. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. I can't take much more of this. Anyway, so that's Jamie, 46, if you're looking. Miss Jamie, if you're nasty. Anyway, that's all that I have for tonight. This has been your brother, Saudi Ma'am for X Factly. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.